All right, we are live. Today is the rundown. It is Wednesday, February 22nd. Mike Rapaport in, Big Cat. We're going to start with this abomination of a coffee that you have. Is that even a coffee?
That's a chai latte that he got. That's not mine. Mine's
No,
right.
yeah, I know. I'm Mike. What are you
chai
drinking?
latte.
LA guy.
I already had my coffee
LA
earlier.
guy.
Scarf is seltzer's chai latte.
The Knicks hat
burst
with the
out of my head?
chai latte.
You guys,
You need that purple and yellow, purple and gold hat.
That's a
Lakers.
very sip front row at the Knicks. I mean, the
Yes.
Lakers with that.
Yes. yes.
Almost go down. All right. Today is brought to you by Mott & Bow. The code to use, Rundown 2017, is going to get you 20% off your first order. MottandBow.com, MottandBow.com. They have jeans. You can buy two if you have weird sizes. Big Cat, you're
I use your Mott & Bow.
You're one of the great weight fluctuators of
I'm
our
at
generation.
I'm a heavy spot right now.
So you are in a heavy spot right now.
I saw that picture yesterday.
Yep.
I'm
So
gonna get the heavy Mott & Bow and then switch to the skinny ones later.
So you can get two sizes. If you don't know your size, send the other one back. Again, use the code Rundown 2017. You'll get 20% off your first order. MottandBow.com, MottandBow.com. They're jeans that look like should be a couple $100. Again, for $95. With this code, you get 20% off. MottandBow.com, code 2000 Rundown 2017. Let's start in Azerbaijan, which is where I always like to start these rundowns. So the Azerbaijani president has declared, first of all, he created a new rule.
That's a big dude sitting right there.
Yeah, it is. Who
That's
the fuck is this guy? The
That's
viceroy.
I'm sorry to
He's gonna
interrupt
be
you. That's a
viceroy.
way
He's
bigger.
He's a big country. He looks like a big country. That is your nickname. Yeah, you can.
Okay, I apologize for, but we just have random people
Viceroy.
here, and you're a big dude.
How big are you?
I'm 6'8".
6'8".
Stand up
How
behind
much?
here.
What? Just come walk in
See?
front of the
Like,
camera.
this
We're gonna
is
say we got a
just-
big dude. We got a big dude.
I mean, did you not notice him when you started the show, Dave?
I'm just used to big people.
Like,
How tall are you?
that's a big
6'8",
dude.
bro.
You know, that's
Get
not
Get behind
I
us.
think
Stand
that's
behind us.
that's a questionable 6'8".
That's not 6'8".
It's a questionable 6'8".
There's no chance that's 6'8".
I'm a bouncer on the weekend, man.
Oh,
I
you are?
bounced it
All
up,
right.
man. Bro, there is no chance you're 6'8". Zero.
All right, sorry for interrupting with the big dude.
6'7" and a half, maybe.
6'5", 6'6", maybe.
didn't mean to do the big dude.
Azerbaijan, back to the Azerbaijan guy.
You say it,
I
you
did-
say it different
Smitty, are
every
you
time you
mama?
say it.
Smitty got
no
mad
chance
that there
this
was
guy
another
is
alpha.
6'8".
I love that. He's ready to fight you. Get him.
No chance.
Get him, Smitty. Get him.
Azerbaijan, the
Get him.
president,
Come on.
they don't have a vice president. They've never
Love
had a vice president. He creates a new rule that says we're going to create a vice president position. And then on the anniversary with his wife, he declares his wife the vice president of the country. His cabinet gives him a standing O in the press conference. Like everyone's up clapping. This means if someone kills him, the VP is his wife. His wife is like, thank you. It shows so much respect. What do we think the
Say it, go ahead.
Azerbaijan?
And they're giving
ahead.
they're giving my man
You-
Marv.
you
they're
say
giving
it,
Marv
you say
Albert.
it.
They're giving Marv
You say
Albert
it.
trouble because he can't say. How do
Oh,
you say? it?
You say it.
Apatu
Giannis. I don't even know
Akabubutubo.
what you're talking about.
Azerbaijan, it's a
Where's
country.
You say I don't know nothing about Azerbaijan. I never heard of it, and I don't know why that's the lead topic when I'm here on the show.
I don't craft them to you. I
Who
go in the
crafted
order.
that big country?
I
Did you craft this shit?
I did. It's a funny story. Azerbaijan. Say it.
Azerbaijan. I'm saying what you're saying.
Yeah, so all right.
Azerbaijan.
So
Say
you don't
Coach
want to
K's
comment
name.
on this. You
Krzyzewski.
You and Meryl Streep from Barstool Radio. You think the world revolves around you? You're in the
No,
thing.
I'm
We're
just
doing
saying,
the topics.
we're
You
doing
got
the
your chai latte from LA.
Let me tell you
We're
something.
just doing the topics
Dave,
and seeing how
Dave,
they go.
Let me tell you something. You think that these gavones that are
What's a
watching your
gavone?
show
What's
know
a gavone?
about Azerbaijan?
It's a story. I
They
told
don't
them
know.
I laid it.
They don't know what the fuck you're talking
What
about.
is a gavone?
Big Cat fell asleep over here.
What's a gavone?
A gavone is like like a schlep. Just a different. It's like these knuckleheads. They're like knuckleheads.
Is your stomach like when you're on a Disney World ride? You go down every time that you lose your balance in this chair. Is your stomach kind of?
Well, I don't know.
dropping
I don't know how to
quickly?
trust this chair yet. Yeah, I'm not good with.
You're not
Hey,
there
go
yet.
ahead. Go ahead with the
All right, Dan,
rundown.
do you have
of
anything on-
Azerbaijan. Go ahead. Finish the story.
The story's over.
They're riveted by it because everybody's
Okay,
waiting
Dave,
to find out what
I'm
happened
gonna link it back. I read your blog, Dave, and you had the worst take I've ever seen.
on Azerbaijan.
Yeah, you were like, "This is great! Like, what a power move! This guy's whipped. He's fucking whipped." His
No,
wife
it's
was
actually-
like, "I need to be watching every single one of your moves. Make me vice president. I'll come to the fucking presidential office every single day. I'll be in your business.
said it's a power move, and I'm going to
No.
be honest.
No, he's
the
whipped,
real thing
dude.
is the real reason he's doing it is if he gets killed, it stays
No,
in the family.
it's a power move by the wife. To be like, you need to make me VP. You think he did this on his own? You think he's like, I want to take my wife to work every day?
It's an easy
That's
present.
fucking insane.
You don't even have to go. You think he's taking his wife to work? His wife's not doing anything. It's
Dude,
better than
she's
shopping.
showing up.
It's like,
She's
yo,
showing
it's a
up.
present.
No,
it's a present.
she's showing
Hey, you're
up.
VP. Shut up now. What more do you want? I see it very
no.
differently. You got anything right?
I got
Moving
nothing on
Moving
Azerbaijan.
Major League. Is this one you probably, since you don't watch sports except basketball, but
He's a
pretend
fantasy
to.
football guy.
Football.
He's a
fantasy
fantasy.
football.
You're a fantasy football
Where's
guy.
that
Say
fucking-
that before.
Where's that fish?
Say-
That fish that over here
Don't you
making the picks.
Oh,
You
here we go.
cocksucker motherfucker.
Where's the fantasy football pick
Don't
fish?
you do that.
Where is that fish?
You know I'm grieving.
Major League
That's
Baseball.
dirty.
I'm
That's
sorry.
dirty.
Major League Baseball has officially changed the rule, so you no longer have to throw 4 balls on an intentional walk. You just assign him to first base, and the pitchers are gone.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
What do you think of this rule? Or do you not want to talk? Is this
No,
not in your
I
wheelhouse?
think that that's taken away a tradition. What I mean, that's what do they have, like a little laser pointer, and they just like point, like go to first base?
I think they'll say we're going to issue him first base. No laser pointers
Yeah, I don't think
involved.
they
He
need a
just
laser
goes to first. It's a time-saving move.
I get it. You could
Baseball
do it
is-
quicker. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, honestly, how long does an intentional walk take? Like 3 seconds? That's not game-changing. And my question is, in the history of baseball, I know there's answers. You always see when they fuck up and they leave one over the plate.
Chili Davis did that.
Yeah, so if it's happened once, I do agree with you.
And
it's part of the
or
game.
if someone throws one over the catcher's
Yes,
head.
right.
There's
something.
other ways to speed the game.
That's
up.
that's the problem. Is I actually don't hate the rule, except for the fact that MLB is trying to tell us they're speeding up the game.
But that ain't gonna do
Shut
it.
the fuck up, MLB. Let us put highlights on Twitter. That's how you grow the game, not shaving 45 seconds off.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
No,
And
also,
how many walks a game are there intentional
intentional?
walks?
There's
Maybe
probably one-
sometimes
yeah,
none.
Yeah, no, I would say there's probably, I'd say it's off the top of my head 0.7 per game.
And
That's
I-
part of the tradition of baseball.
I agree with that. I don't have a problem with like a shot clock type thing where you can't
Well, they have
step
that
out.
now. Yeah, they
But
have that.
Are they always
Yeah, in
that?
between innings and shit, and you
But,
can't.
for-
yeah, guys can't step out.
But I feel like they still take their fucking sweet ass time.
It's
and
definitely
never
sped it up a
enforced.
little bit, but there's
They speed it up. It's already a fucking snore fest, Major League Baseball.
Curt Schilling, funny Curt Schilling story. Funny, whatever. And, sorry, Mike. We're
Lock him up.
fucking in a weird. Oh, because you don't. Anybody likes Trump, you want to throw him in jail.
Lock him up.
I don't know if it's Kurt's also kind of he has some Nazi undertones.
Yeah, there's some weird shit there.
I mean, he has all sorts of
Lock him up.
World War II paraphernalia. Anyways, so we got a reader email. Somebody had, my son is in the military, a bumper sticker on the back of their car on their windshield. And you know how windshields get smudgy. He went in and signed, he said, "Thank you for your service, Curt Schilling," signed his autograph number. Kind of a crazy move. I guess he just tweeted at us like, "Oh, that only happened 2 weeks ago." So it was no matter what he did here, was your responsibility to lock him up?
Lock him up. Throw him in. Lock
My
him up.
question is-
Not for good. Let's sit him down for 18 months.
Just why?
Cool
Sit
him off.
Yeah, cool him off.
I'd like you and him would have a good debate. I've had him on the podcast. I like him.
Oh, really?
He was good on it.
I'm sure he's not dumb.
No, and he was fairly self-aware.
I'm sure he is. I don't know, like, what happened. Like, like all his racist stuff. When he was playing sports, it was like it was buried inside him. And then as soon as he retired, it was like.
I don't think
Well,
he's
that
racist.
was my question. Was Dave? Did
He's
you
not.
ever
Jewish?
think?
Yeah, he
Did,
knows.
did he like blink?
No, he didn't.
He had a good poker face?
Yeah.
Did
well,
you-
I know it's both. I don't think he's racist.
Did you ever think when he broke the curse for your Red Sox that we would one day be talking about Curt Schilling signing windshields, dirty windshields?
No, I did not.
Yeah, it's a weird.
I
Life comes at you fast when it comes to
I
Curt
actually didn't
Schilling.
love Schilling when he was on the Red Sox. I thought he was a blowhard and talked too much and was all about himself.
And then you like him when he's been.
when I
talking
met
even
him,
more?
he won me over. Do you know this? Do you know this Curt Schilling story? So he went bankrupt. His video game company that he started went bankrupt. He had an estate sale, and I sent one of my interns over. So I bought a robe of his. I have soap of his. I have shampoo of his. So I have it. He knows that. It's an embarrassing thing to go bankrupt.
To
and then
own another man's soap.
Yeah, and then it's like, hey, I own like your shit because you ran out of
soap?
money. Yes, you.
Yeah, that's an
He
embarrassing
was that
thing.
fucked up that he had to put his used soap.
Yeah.
He lost all. Lost. I mean, he still has some. That was unclear, but he put $50 million or whatever into this video game company. The thing went kaput.
Damn.
Imagine if another man owned your soap.
And your bathrobe. It said Schilling 38 on the back.
Why does he own a bathrobe that says Schilling 38?
So people know who he is when he comes out of the shower.
Companies like sent it to these guys. Like
You know how many bathrobes I've gotten over the years? Seriously, no
Ooh.
bullshit. 10,
well,
20.
you didn't get him. You didn't get him at
Rapaport
any
on the back?
award.
Michael Rapaport, just fancy bathrobes. It's a gift that they give.
Yeah, right.
Not
Every
an
single-
award ceremony.
No, every single
you don't get
swag,
awards.
swag thing. Every single one, right to the Goodwill, but not Curt Schilling.
That's such a odd thing to take a stand on.
Not Curt Schilling.
I bet if you got a Spirit Award, you'd keep it.
Yes.
It would be on your shelf.
Yes.
But a little side note, if you didn't listen to Barstool Radio, we asked Rapaport. Everyone was calling my dad what a great actor. Rear
was
admirals.
disgusting.
And you
everyone
wanted to
sucking his
defame
dick.
me. You wanted
I
to
didn't
defame me. You
defame
said,
you.
have you ever won?
I
Have
asked if
you ever
you
been
ever won an
nominated for an
award.
Oscar?
You're a cat
Yeah, and you
killer,
said no.
and you're the guy
No.
who does promos
And
on
then
And then you
ESPN.
said, had I ever been nominated for an award?
And you made up the
And
Spirit
then I told you
Awards.
about A Tribe Called Quest.
Right.
And the award that I won, which was a very prestigious award for that documentary.
Did you get a bathrobe though for that?
I might have. I just recently got another bathroom from something, and I took it right on
This
Vine.
is a crazy thing that you have like a bathrobe problem.
No, you get bathrooms, nice fancy bathrooms, every single one of them, unlike Curt Schilling, right to Goodwill.
Who gives you a bathrobe?
Before
That's
the end
my
of the show,
thing. You have a bathrobe problem. You have a bathrobe gifting problem. You've been gifted too many bathrobes.
I was going to save this for the post show.
we're doing another show after this?
No, the post show.
How
of
many
this show.
fucking shows
We're
are we going to do? We did
pizza
2 hours
review
of radio.
and 2 hours of radio.
We did this. I got a coffee and a bad sandwich, and then we're doing another
you got
show.
an LA style.
Holy
Have you ever been
shit.
in a movie called Small Time Crooks?
Yes.
You know who else was in that movie?
Woody Allen.
Hugh Grant.
Bingo. But I didn't have any scenes with him.
So there we had a caller on Barstool Radio say, what was it like
He
to
said, no,
work
what was-
with
no.
Hugh
He said,
Grant?
no.
You said, I've never been in a movie with
Hold
Hugh
on,
Grant.
now-
He said, what was it like to do a mob movie with Hugh Grant?
That was not the
No,
question.
He said
okay.
Bob.
Well,
He
now
said
hold
Bob.
on. I'm going to back up Rapaport just a tad here because as an actor
Cat has my
myself,
back all the time.
as an actor myself, I've been in things such as a Reebok commercial that one time that was only on the internet. I didn't do all my scenes with everyone. I didn't meet Ali Reyes.
I know, but know your movies. If we can pull up the Barstool Radio clip and put this in here? A caller called and said, "What was it like
I don't
to
think
work?"
it's that interesting.
What was it like? It's pretty fucking interesting.
But I never met
It's
Hugh
pretty
Grant, and I was
fucking
never on the
interesting.
set with Hugh Grant.
No, the caller said, "What's it like to work with Hugh Grant?" You said, "I've never been in a movie with Hugh Grant."
Hey, Rapaport, what's it like to work with Hugh Grant?
Huh?
He asked what's
I never worked with Hugh Grant.
Yeah, I saw it on Wikipedia.
That's where you get your fucking information, Patrick? You saw that I worked with Hugh Grant on Wikipedia?
Yep.
And what did it say I worked with Hugh Grant with on Wikipedia, Patrick?
The cop movie, something about a cop.
The cop movie.
Why,
Something
that's
about
wide.
a cop.
That's
Hang
throwing
up
a
on
wide
fucking
net.
Patrick.
That's throwing a wide net
Patrick,
on
when you call up with a good question. You understand me? How long did you wait on hold?
You told me to hang up. I hung up on
Oh,
it. Did you
good.
ever pick?
Somebody sent me they tweeted. They said, Wikipedia knows Michael Rapaport's career better than Michael Rapaport knows his
Valid.
career. Because you were like, whoa, you trust everything from Wikipedia.
That's true. I did-
Small time crooks.
I shamed that caller. I believe his name is
Yeah.
Patrick. Patrick,
Yeah, you
I
totally hung
apologize.
up on him.
You were right. We shamed him.
you said hang up on him.
I said, hang up on this fuck. Don't ever call back, Patrick, you miserable fuck
Yeah.
you. I think I said that. I take it back all now, Patrick.
Small time crooks.
Yes.
You have been in a movie with Hugh Grant.
I have been in the same movie, but never in the same room.
Right, that's a little different.
With
You
Hugh
made it
Grant.
sound like he was crazy.
Yes, Patrick
Okay.
was right. I was wrong.
Okay, this tire guy. This video, one of the most watched videos of the day. It took place in Brazil. Naturally, this stuff doesn't happen in America. It only happens in foreign
It
countries.
looked like the West Side Highway. To me, it did. It looked like
Of course it did.
Riverside.
Of
It
course
looked like
did,
Riverside
because
Drive.
New York's the mecca, and everything that happens is you equate to New York. This could never
Barstool
happen.
is located.
You
here
don't
in
do
New
that
York.
at all, Dave, with
I
the
don't.
things
This
you
would
like.
happen in foreign countries. This is only the tire. I don't even know where it came from.
The freeway. I thought it was the West Side Highway.
The tire comes bouncing off the highway.
Horrible.
One bounce, two bounce, hits the guy square in the head. Looks like he died.
I think the faceplant might have been worse than the.
It was altogether
it was-
one.
oof.
An unbelievable
He's dead.
video. A little rule of Barstool. We don't make fun of people who die in the United States, but if you're a foreigner, we think it's fair game to laugh at and make fun of.
Okay.
But it gets a little hairy. Like we had a couple years ago, these people died in Sweden, and Dave, his brain short-circuited because it was like these people look like me, but it's not America.
It's true.
And that's just fine.
Yeah, so he didn't really know.
no, I'm still fine with foreigners.
Yeah, it was
What's
a tough
the outcome
one.
of this tire?
He was injured. He got up.
He said- everyone's saying he's alive.
rode, and he got out of the hospital.
I think he's dead.
Incredible.
I think he's a walking dead man. It's like the Kill Bill. He walked
Or-
5 feet and then just
Or
died.
boxers, that's occasionally happen when you take
Right.
so much brain damage, you walk out and then you die.
Blood on the brain.
Unbelievable hit. It's a clip. I didn't necessarily think it was funny.
Not at all.
But it was just like, wow.
Yeah, it took I was like, oh
Shocking.
shit. Yeah.
So that's the topic on that. And by the way, the theory on the foreigners is I don't think anyone in Brazil is reading Barstool. So nobody's cousin's going to be like, they're making fun of my friend who died. That's not going to
No
happen.
harm, no foul.
Right, exactly. If they don't know exists, then who cares?
You don't got any fans in Brazil?
I don't think so.
I would.
bet you there's a
Leonardo
couple.
Barbosa, what's that guy's name? The guy who's been in the league for 100 years?
He's a fan of ours.
No, he may be.
Nene?
The Brazilian blur.
How long? Honestly, how long-
Leandro.
Long time.
Yeah, he's been in the league
Long time.
since the Knicks were good in the 70s.
Yes, he's good.
Fuego Box. Find the best small batch Kraft hot sauces from all around the world. Send them to your doorstep. You get $10 off your first box. Use the code RUNDOWN. I believe you get 3 sauces. 3 sauces in every box. So getting boxes sent to your door is the new way to do things. You don't have to go out, don't have to shop. If you like hot sauces, Fuego Box, again, they send them right to your door. What?
Yeah.
Is it hot sauces or hot sauces? Is there something called hot sauce?
Hot sauces.
Hot sauce?
Hot sauce.
And what is that for?
It's,
you
you
put
put
hot-
hot sauce on
Hot
the food.
sauce on food, and then you put. If another choice is a hot
This
sauce.
is you're hitting on something that people say. It's a hot sauce. Hot
He
sauce.
also says,
Hot sauce.
ask him what do you get
I
in the
can't
movies?
say it on
What do
command.
you
I
get
gotta
in the
say it like in
movies?
real. What? Popcorn.
What?
Popcorn.
That
Popcorn.
What are you, British?
Popcorn.
Fuego,
Fuego Box.
Yeah.
Yes, yo.
Are you a hot sauce guy?
I'm a hot sauce guy for sure. 3 of them.
Fuego Box. All right, this story is pretty good. So this couple's having sex, right? And the woman tells the man in the middle of it, "You're not a man, you're a mouse." The guy takes exception to that. He has a dildo. He slaps her in the back of the head twice with the dildo. Also mixed in a flat punch in the face. Which
Really?
Yeah, we got to frown upon the front.
Yeah,
punch.
that's not
Although, if you're told mid-sex that you're not a man, you're a mouse, you can't just take that. I think you're okay with the dildo slaps across the face, like, oh, I'm a mouse now. But the punching, not so much. Still, nobody likes to be told that mid-sex.
No, but he might have. It didn't just come out of nowhere. I think there's probably a full story.
No,
But the conversation.
he was not performing well in bed.
But there had to be a buildup. Like you don't just come out of nowhere and say you're not a man, you're a mouse. Like there had to been like a buildup of sexual banter.
I
to
think
get to
it's
that.
like you're not doing well fucking me. You're not a man. You're a
I
mouse.
get that. Was this in Brazil as well?
No, this is U.S.
The weird part to me is there was a dildo involved, so he already was using the extra stuff to
Yeah.
try to help himself.
Yeah.
He really must be a mouse.
Yeah.
Props.
Yeah, I mean props. I don't hold props against anybody. You hold props against people?
No, I'm not. I'm saying that even with the props, he gets the mouse comment.
Yeah.
His dick must be really small.
Yeah, just right. It is
Because like
tough.
with the props, you should be able to get
if
the
you
job
can't
done.
perform, you just take the prop,
Right,
and that takes.
right, it does it for
you.
It's
Right. help
It's
you.
a what?
Right.
That
It's a
ain't gonna-
fail-safe.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
why is he? He's like he pulled it out of his back pocket.
No,
Yeah.
maybe.
So his fuck style wasn't buck wild.
So wasn't Buck Wild. Was it? He's not a man. He's a mouse. And
He's
now
not a
getting
man. He's a
arrested.
mouse. Now he's in jail.
This one I put on for you. You're like, oh, why don't you put topics on for me? You know, why is Azerbaijan on there? And when the big Michael Rapaport from Spirit Awards from when he was 22 was on the show, why don't you make the topics all about me? Fine, this one is. Bob Kraft was on Real Sports yesterday, and he said, envy and jealous are incurable diseases. Envy and jealous are incurable diseases. Haters are going to still hate. There's nothing we can do about that. I hope we keep them in the position of hate. You, I would say, fall into this category of extreme jealousy.
Why? I have no jealousy. First of all,
You went through this whole Bill Belichick rant on
And his
Barstool
boat,
Radio
7
about
rings.
boat. Yeah, why doesn't he call it David Tyree's helmet? That's the worst joke you've made in like
it should
3
just
years.
be called David Tyree or 7
This-
rings, but it could have been 9.
Yeah, it was bad the first time.
Yeah, it was. This sounds like somebody
you gotta
who
keep
has
trying this
envy
out.
and jealousy
No.
and is now making poor
How
jokes.
am I envious? Listen, we fucked you guys so good. Talk about dildos, not a man, not a
Who's
mouse.
we?
The Giants stuck it to you
But this is like
Twice.
This would be like you talking about again the Knicks winning the 7. We're so far past that at this point. We just won our 5th Super Bowl.
I know. It was fantastic. What can I say? I can't take away from the greatness. You know, like you guys are all hung up on Roger Goodell.
Yeah, we were hung up on him. Correct.
But they're still hung up on him.
Not as much now.
Dude, let me just ask you this. And I know this could take us down a whole long road. What do you think Roger Goodell?
How do you pronounce his name?
The same way you pray Ashkenazi?
No, the same way that I pronounce
sauce.
popcorn or hot sauce. Roger Goodell.
Roger
That's the
Goodell.
name. Ever heard of it?
Roger Goodell.
Godell?
Roger
Is that
Goodell.
what you're pronouncing?
Yes.
This guy only likes basketball.
No.
You're talking like
No,
you've never
I
even
told
heard
you
this
the
guy's name.
fantasy
No, but you know what?
So you can't have
The
Goodell on
only-
your team. So you're like, who's
The
football
that?
only
fan.
people that give a fuck about Roger Goodell
Oh, got it.
are
there.
Patriots fans.
That's true.
Because no one else, because
Well,
he's
wrong.
the commissioner of the sport.
Wrong. Saints fans hate him.
And Ray Rice. Not like you guys. Not like you guys.
Saints fans hate him pretty good.
Not like you guys.
ruined the Saints.
I mean, you guys go so out of your Roger Goodell. You booed him. You won
right.
the Super Bowl. Why isn't no one cares about a commissioner of a sport as much as New England? And you guys
you're
won,
right.
you're still going out of your way.
Yeah, because he tried to sabotage the franchise.
But you think it was for no reason?
Well, there was a reason, but
What
he
was
was
the reason?
wrong. Well, he thought, originally they tried to frame Brady.
Frame?
Yes. Frame.
Well, the real reason is he was the one who got rid of the Spygate tapes for you guys. So then he had to come back and do you a favor.
That is a hypothesis.
I mean, it just wasn't for no reason. Something happened. 4 games.
Maybe he thought something happened, but then he lied, cheated, and stole even after he realized nothing really happened. That was the problem.
4 games.
And by the way, I'm not talking about Roger Goodell. You are. This said nothing. You brought him
You were
into
talking
the
about
discussion.
Kraft.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, if people are going to twist it, why are you talking about Roger Goodell? It's because you brought him up, saying I'm the only one who cares about him when you brought him up.
Patriots are fantastic.
they
Greatest
are.
team of the generation, maybe
all
greatest
time.
franchise of all time. But the Giants, we're cool. We're comfortable with what we got.
You're a Giants fan? Do you waffle? Are you like
No,
Giants?
I'm a Giants fan.
And what about baseball? Yankees?
Yankees, but I'm not a baseball guy.
He's not a baseball.
But I'm a Yankees fan, but I'm not like baseball.
So let me ask you
I got
this.
nothing for
Let me
you on
ask you
baseball.
this. Would you rather have be your 2 Super Bowls that you beat us or 5 in this latest reign?
The 2 Super Bowls that we beat you probably count like those are like double whammies,
Hmm.
especially the 19-0 season. That was like that is like a little blood trickled out.
Would you rather be the Patriots for
The Giants.
the last 15
we
years?
We have the greatest football player ever. Period. Lawrence Taylor won the MVP on crack. That surpasses anybody that you have.
Brady's Tom Brady's the greatest football player ever.
Greatest football player ever. Did he ever win the MVP on crack? Lawrence Taylor won the MVP
I'm
on
not
crack.
giving you
Good
bonus
point.
points for crack.
He won the MVP on crack.
Okay, congratulations.
You can't argue with him not
Congratulations.
being the greatest ever. He was a crackhead.
Okay,
Most crackheads can't do anything.
Okay.
He won the MVP.
Congratulations, you have crackhead heroes.
Just saying.
The last 15 years, I just want to understand this correctly.
Giants. That win when we beat you and you guys were going to go undefeated
I mean,
was so worth it.
Is there
and the
any
way it
answer?
happened
Is there
with that
any
fluky catch?
Is there anything ever that someone could ask you a question where it's New York versus anything else?
Would you rather be the Spurs or the Knicks the last decade?
Yeah.
Spurs,
Really?
no doubt.
But they don't play in the Mecca. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I mean, as far as definitely the Spurs.
I'm thinking twice about it now.
No, I would definitely be the Spurs. I'd rather be the Golden State Warriors than the Knicks in the last whatever this run has been.
What was more exciting, watching Michael Jordan or Linsanity for 7 games?
Linsanity was nothing.
Then why'd you put it in your ESPN documentary?
If you noticed, it wasn't a documentary. It was a 2-minute opening to the Spurs Knicks game.
And you're talking about the history of the Knicks. You
I
put
just want to
Linsanity
say
in there.
the opening thing. If you notice, I didn't write the piece. I narrated the piece. So I was a hired gun.
Yeah, sounded like the Knicks' entire history boiled down to Willis Reed, John Starks on that one dunk, and Patrick Ewing missing the layup,
Traveling.
and Linsanity.
Listen, we could go over the relevance or not relevance of the New
You
York Knicks.
agree that Patrick Ewing just traveled his whole career?
He traveled that one finger
No,
roll and he missed.
every time he went across the lane.
How old were you when Patrick was playing?
Like
You were
10.
And you remember him traveling?
I was like, hey, that's not
Would
basketball.
you say he's a Boston guy, though, right?
Him?
Ewing.
Well, he's from,
Cambridge Ridge,
but he's born in Jamaica.
Yeah, but
Is he ever going to be a head coach?
Never. He's doing shot charts for Frank the fucking
That's
Tank
right.
Kaminsky.
That's right.
Hey,
don't.
It's a damn
That's
shame.
a friend of. That's a friend of
and
mine.
I like Frank the Tank, but Patrick Ewing deserves a little bit more than doing shot charts for Frank the Tank.
If Frank the Tank played in New York, forget
He'd be
about
beloved.
Oh God.
He'd be beloved.
He'd be the
He'd
greatest.
be beloved. He's down there in Charlotte. They don't know what to make of Frank the Tank.
last one. And
This is the last one of the whole day?
La-
This has
last
gone
topic.
so far off
No,
the
this
rails.
is great, right?
Last
How long?
topic.
No, we got the after show, and
Jesus
then the
Christ.
after show you got
Last
the pizza
topic.
review.
It's
How
the
many
last-
more fucking
It's
shows?
the last fucking topic.
What is it?
My
And I put
goldfish
this
died,
one
man.
in there for you. All right, again, because I know how Dan feels about it. I know how I feel about it. But big science news. 7 Earth-like planets were found rotating near a star. They can have water. They can have human life form. Are you an alien guy?
I don't believe in aliens.
No. That's kind of
What about
short-sighted.
ghosts?
No ghost. I believe in the I know these planets are real, but it has no significance, no relevance of anything that's going on here. It never will.
Because they're not in New York.
Well, because first of all, they're not in New York. Number one, they're not claimed by New York. Number two, there's always planets being discovered, and they're whatever. What are we watching? Stranger Things here? There's nothing with us.
You don't. Okay. You don't think there's anything out there, knowing how
I
big
do.
the universe is?
Of course I do. I don't think there's aliens coming down here on some fucking ET.
I didn't say they were
stupid-
coming down here.
No, but they're there.
Well, like bugs and shit, like other
No.
people with like computers doing TV shows on other planets.
Yes.
Could be people doing
Yes.
TV.
Probably doing a better job than us.
Yeah, there could be a Bizarro World rundown
Yeah.
where we have some guy who moved across his planet, but still says he's a fan of
That's
where he's
not-
from originally, even though he's halfway across the light years across, being like I'm still a Zooton
Mecca.
guy, even though I live in
Do you think
the
there's a
warm
Mecca?
weather of Schmooshville.
Do you think there's a Mecca somewhere else?
No.
There is no.
No,
There's no other
you think
Mecca.
that there's a whole other world with a whole like going on in another planet?
I'm more
You think
worried.
that's
I'm more
happening?
worried you don't believe in ghosts.
Fuck, I don't believe in ghosts. There's no ghosts.
What do you mean?
There's no magic tricks. There's no ghosts. The
Okay.
world ain't flat, Kyrie. It's just
That was
No, that
bullshit.
was a
That was
joke.
just
He
a
did that
troll.
as a
I
joke.
know.
He was
He's a
just
smart guy. Kyrie
Well,
is
not
smart.
that smart.
Kyrie's
What's Duke for
very,
like,
very, very.
He went to Duke for like half
What's
a
your
Kyrie's
number
smart.
two? All right,
Football.
You didn't even,
Boxing.
Fantasy football.
No, but no.
I
I
didn't
love
even-
fantasy. I love fantasy. And maybe the thing I love
Would you
about
rather watch a Giants game or fantasy football team?
Giants.
Okay.
Can I finish the question which I was going to ask, which had nothing to do with the question you just answered?
Yes, sir.
I'm saying New York, your number one city in the world, the Mecca, right?
Period, yeah.
What's 2?
Venice, Italy.
That's such a fucking bullshit thing. Come on.
There's no chance that Rome. It's not even number one in Italy.
They poop
I'm
and it
telling
goes
you,
into the river. And then
Venice,
it's like-
Italy to me. I mean, now listen, I've only been there on vacation, so
Like
I've never
Rome.
lived
I
there.
mean, Rome is the New York of Italy.
I know that.
So then where you come up with Venice?
But you said to me, what's my like other, places that I love?
I'm talking-
number 2 city. I would say Rome. I love Rome.
Well,
it
I
ain't
just said
Chicago.
Rome.
What
I
about
just said-
Buffalo?
Yo,
What about
you're
Buffalo,
claiming
New York?
Rome?
Well, I just said Rome, and then you just were like, well, it's almost like you forgot Rome
But
was
you
in Italy.
shamed me for saying Venice.
Because it was a ridiculous answer.
Venice, Italy is a ridiculous answer.
To be the number 2 city in the world, yes, ridiculous.
No,
you said
his
my
number
pref-
2.
that
His
I
number
my
2.
Yeah,
preference.
but I'm basing off New York's the Mecca. What's Mecca number 2?
I haven't been that many. I've never been to Paris. It ain't Chicago. Okay, it ain't L.A. It certainly ain't fucking Boston, Larry Bird and Carl Yastrzemski. I can tell you that fucking much.
Yes,
Central Park.
I didn't think I was getting a Yaz.
Central Park could take a shit on the entire city of Boston, and it would be more exciting.
Who goes in Central? I feel like you only go in Central Park to get mugged.
Mugged.
Central Park's nice.
You know what, Dave?
Michael,
Mugged. There's
yeah.
no mugging in Central Park anymore.
Pretty sure there is.
No, this
Dave
is not
doesn't
the
ride the
80s.
subway.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, he
Why
doesn't.
not?
Because I'm not going underground with
I said something nice about New York.
sewer dwellers.
Are you fucking?
You got rats running around with poison. You got fucking lunatics every day down there. I'm not going down there.
This is not like Bernard Getz time. It's like
I don't even know what that is.
Bernard.
Do you?
Who's Bernard Getz?
Bernard Getz is the guy who, in the '80s, was like the vigilante. He was because he shot somebody who was trying to rob him. Was a big sort
He's
of.
like a nerd, and he went and
He was
shot.
like Travis Bickle type of
Don't
guy.
know who that is either.
You don't know who that is, but you know who what's the name of the country, bro?
It was a story that was
Baba
viral.
Ganoush.
Azerbaijan. I don't know who's the guy you just said.
Bernard Getz. It's a New York. Is there anybody in here?
I know who
that knew
Bernard Getz
he's,
is.
But he's red. He's old. Anybody in here? Take your fucking headphones off, you little hipsters who know who Bernard Getz is. Bernard Getz is. You fucking fire all of them.
Looks like
Get rid of
Spags. Looked like he had one Spags.
one of them.
There
Okay,
you
but
go.
it was a very New York thing.
And that is why, of course, it's very important to you because anything that happens
but
in
you
the
said
city is the Mecca is very important.
You said that you were scared of the
I
subway.
didn't say I was scared of the subway.
I
said
have a
no
question.
time
I have
for
a question for you.
living with those
You
people
feel
down
like you've been a little high strung today.
I'm always high strung with
Yeah, I
you
know.
guys.
You need to. You think it maybe is because you haven't killed a cat in a while?
You mean like I'm thirsty?
Yeah, right. Like you're
Like I had
getting,
that
you're like,
taste.
yeah, right. You're gonna just pop.
I need to eat.
We should go find one.
I only kill cats in Los Angeles, though. The New York ones
You
are
just feel a little
disease-ridden.
strong. You know, you feel a little high strung.
Well,
I don't want you to have like a stroke or something.
No, don't say that.
What?
Don't say that. I'm not gonna have
you
a
having a stroke?
Yeah, but that's why I had the chai and not the coffee, because you gotta level your shit out. You can't have a fucking
If
coffee.
you lived in New York, you'd still be drinking coffee. That's a fact. You have multiple. I
I had
have 6
coffee this
coffees. I'd
morning.
have like 6 of them.
All day.
A day, just coffee.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, because you're soft.
It makes me It
You
gets
need
me
like a
too-
little seltzer water.
I'm not on coffee right now, and
know,
imagine
you're
if I
on
was.
chai.
Yeah, this is just like a nice. It's like having like a lemonade. Dan said to me, take a walk. I want to have a coffee with you. So I went to the place. We had a little coffee. That's it.
All right. Great show.
That's it. We're done.
We're done. What do you want?
no,
do you
you
have
have to do
anything
the
else you
pizza
want to talk
review
about?
and then
We're gonna
the
go
other
pizza.
review.
What else we got?
Nothing. We'll go. You're a great pizza. We're not going to Brooklyn though.
No. Patsy's is next. You should go to Patsy's. It's a very, very important
How far
place.
away is Patsy's?
You got to get
It's
an Uber.
Astoria.
No, Astoria.
All right, that's the rundown.
Patsy's 118th and 1st.
That's far.
I know, but you do it. You know,
What's
What's
every
Patsy's?
place.
Is it pizza?
it's pizza. No line. You don't have to
All
know
right,
somebody
stop
to
saying
get a
the
slice.
pequot. I know you're trying to get out of my face.